Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mampolo from Mampolo's Canal. Renee, your mindset. Guys, you see this decision Dino Melaye have done. This is the best decision ever. Since I know him, this is the best. This is one of the decisions when he don't do. One of the decisions when he don't do, when I don't say sense the inside. Dino, no verse, so you know the me with you, my friend. But you see this decision when you take now. It be like say you are watching Mampolo's Corner because I advise you. Anybody want to say I don't advise Dino, may comment. Because I see things, I will advise you. And I will advise you with things I see, especially with this eye. If I advise you, not take, you go suffer. I advised Dino Melaye, I said, do not go to court, don't try it. Otherwise, in the shout, I'm going to find it to the letter. I will fight it to the letter. I will see it to the letter. I said, Dino, I know you always watch Mampolo's Corner. Go and sit down. Leave this matter for God, though, because you cannot fight it. You see this eye neck when they call Mahmoud and all those court thing. What did they go use your eye see if you go ahead? Or you see all the remaining money when they your hand. One be change, you want remain for your campaign, and when you take do campaign, one remain. When for you to the chop, small, they go drain them. And nothing will come out from them. I told you in advance, but thank God that God have used you to listen to my advice. Thank God you have done well. For those who never see Dino Melaye when he don't surrender. He said, my hand not there again, I've had enough. make I go one corner, go rest. Like I said, for Mampolo's Corner here, the rest. All right, to watch the video.
Dino Melaye on Wednesday announced that he will not challenge the electoral victory of the All Progressives Congress before the State Election Petition Tribunal. Melaye, who came third in the election, alleged that the judiciary is no longer independent, but a department of the APC, and called on all opposition political parties of Nigeria to boycott all future elections until the current INEC constituted by APC members is dissolved. Let's take a listen.
I hereby call on all political parties to boycott future elections in this country until Mahmoud Yakubu and the corrupt commissioners of INEC are completely dissolved and a new credible INEC constituted. That is when we can have democracy. If we fail to do that, participation by political parties will mean legitimizing, endorsing, and promoting the illegality that is ongoing. So I call on all political parties to boycott future elections and allow them to run a one-party state, because our non-participation will definitely will definitely deny them the legitimacy they need to carry on.
It's all right.
I think that Dino Melaye is right on one score. If you recall yesterday, there was that Citizens Town Hall, was it on Tuesday, where the former INEC chair called for the unbundling of INEC. Oh, yeah. Dr. Bati.
Well, but I think the bigger point that Dino Melaye was making would be his attack on the judiciary. He says that Nigerians have lost trust and confidence in the judiciary, and he went ahead to label the Nigerian judiciary. He says the judiciary in Nigeria now is an arm of the APC, a wing of the ruling party, All Progressives Congress. Well, I think that's a bit...
not been true before.
The very harsh side, but he expresses the sentiment of many others
who
seem to have lost faith in the judiciary, including members of, generally of the opposition party. He also criticized INEC, that INEC under Professor Yakub Mahmoud, has also lost any claim to independence. And he cited the fact that in Kogi State, pre-filled result sheets were seen even before election took place. And that's a specific thing that happened in Ogurimagongo local government area, where in about 9 out of the major polling units, results had been released even before people left their homes. And you recall that in that November 11 election in Kogi State, 5 local government areas had their, election cancelled, and they had to have a rerun in those areas of Okene, Adavi, Ogurimagongo, Ajaukuta, So that was what happened. He was referring to that. But more importantly, he's saying that INEC should be dissolved.
Yes, I thought that was...
And you are right. It came up at the Citizens Town Hall meeting organized by IAGA, along with the Joint Committee of the National Assembly on election matters. Okay, because people are worried about the true independence of INEC. So they are saying you can't have an electoral body that is supposed to be an unbiased umpire populated by partisan members of the ruling party.
We have to
and
emphasize this. This is the most important.
So this is part of the electoral reform process. But let's just put it on record that he came third. And the margin of lead between Usman Ododo and his good self, and even Ajaka of the SDP who came second, the margin of lead is so wide.
Yeah.
So apart from all those basic points that Dino Melaye made, he's also been very pragmatic. That with the number of votes, how many votes did he get? 75,000.
That's not going to challenge.
The margin is so wide, there's no need. And then, of course, it's not cheap to go and recruit lawyers and go to the tribunal. The logistics involved, the finances involved. I saw somebody say he has settled with the judge. He was not going to pay his lawyer. No, when you recruit a lawyer to go and represent you, you must pay. A liberal deserves his wages.
Absolutely.
So maybe the pragmatism for Dino Melaye is, look, let me not waste money for that.
Absolutely, I love that. But as the opposition, he has to keep speaking. Rufai, you wanted to say something?
We can laugh all we want, but what Mr. Dino Melaye said is so important.
Yes, we have to continue.
And as far as I'm concerned, we are joking. I will just say this again quickly. If President Tinubu can truly abide by the Ways report by removing his hand and the hand of the president from whoever picks those in INEC, I will celebrate him every day when he does that.
Fantastic.
But I dare him to do that. I want him to do that.
He can never do it.
But we hardly see that because as far as I'm concerned, will you call what happened in Kogi elections? Results were written before.
That was a joke.
Well, all right.
Please, yeah.
Well said.
Now, have you seen and listened to that video? Yeah, that's good. Let me tell you something. That will never happen. What did I say? That will never happen until Tinubu leaves the office. That Mahmudu is an agent for him. He can never remove Mahmoud. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Why? There's next election to be conducted. That is, you need to work for APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Have you forgotten? 2027 is around the corner. It's not very far from today. So know about that. So if that Mahmoud is going to leave office, it's going to be after his second tenure being enthroned. After 2027, preferably after 2031, before Mahmoud and INEC restructuring will come to play. He is one of the machine put in place, for election to be rigged and keep on going. As long as people want to rule for second tenure, we're gonna rule that they rule us. You see all those mechanisms put in place, all these machines put in place. They are never going nowhere. They're going nowhere. They're going to be with us till at least 2030. After he's almost rounding up his second tenure. Don't doubt what I'm telling you. I do things as if I'm prophesying, but I'm not a prophet, but I tell you true. You see, I want Dino Melaye in one of my videos, not quite long. I said, don't ever think of going to court. You're going to waste money. Now he listened to me. All of them, would they watch my video? Because I know I say the truth. Now you know whether I go listen. If I want you, no one here. It's your problem. It's up to you. When you want to suffer, and you go suffer on alone. Dino, thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it. Guys, if you love what I'm doing here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, even on TikTok. All of my police are going to love guys. Peace out.